Welcome to the Interrogation True Crime Stories podcast. All the stories told on this show are either fabricated, alleged, or didn't happen at all and shouldn't be used in the court of law. We hope. Hi, welcome to the Interrogation True Crime Stories podcast. I'm your host, Corey David. Today we have a special guest with us, Denver legend Rick Bryan.
What's up, buddy?
Just living, dude. I'm glad we could finally arrange this because I know we've been talking about it for a little bit because you did the live version of the show a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Told a fun story. I figured it'd be fun to talk about on the podcast.
Yeah, I had fun. Yeah.
But by the way, congrats on winning the AM spot last night at Thick Skin.
Thank you. That was fun, man. That was a good time. I like that show. That's a fun show every time.
Well, it's a nice opportunity to be mean, you know, and be rude.
Yeah.
It's like, if anybody that's not familiar, it's like the premise of the show is like the hosts basically make fun of the other comics on there and they make fun of the audience. So I think the tone's kind of already set.
Yeah,
like
they let you be a dick if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. But nobody picks on them.
Right.
So when I was back there, I was like, if they call my name out of that bucket, I'm going to fuck with Kobos. And then I went into the hallway, you know, because we wait to hear our names. Yeah. And I looked in the audience with one of the guys they're making fun of. And I'm like, he just looks like an old Matt Kobos.
Exactly
I was like, what the fuck? I told Bryan, I said, I'm saying something if I go up there. And that was it. They called my name. I was like, oh, I'm doing it. Let's go, man. Yeah.
I do that shit too. Like, I'll always kind of like peek my head like through the curtain, or I'll look at what's happening kind of in the front just to see. Sometimes there's just like easy stuff.
Gold.
That's just
right
like
there. Pick it up. Yeah. Fuck yeah, man. Especially because they were making fun. So all eyes were on him already. And I'm like, nobody said shit about these fucking guys and talking shit about everybody else. I was like, I got to say something. And I think that's what got me. Everybody's like, oh yeah, he's great. So after that, they don't know. Yeah, you know, right. if you just go into your routine, well, you got a routine. Well, I was just talking shit about them. I switch out the mic like they don't know what the fuck's real and what's not. So I like that. That's why I like doing that.
And all of a sudden you get them on your side too. Like, yeah, you can't just.
They're like, yeah, these dudes been talking shit. Get them.
These are my people. You can't just be disrespecting this crowd like that.
Yeah, I thought.
And it was a particularally good show for the South Club too,
dude.
Like, between the two clubs, like there's downtown and South. For if you don't know. South Club's like great, but it's especially weeknights usually not as well attended.
No, it's down in the suburbs and it's more of like theater.
Yeah, it's a
like
huge
the
room.
Club is downtown is the comedy club.
Right.
Down the basement, everybody's lower. That's the tiers or whatever. That's a theater.
Yeah, for sure.
And it is definitely a white audience.
It is, yeah.
I mean, 100%.
You can lean on that white guilt pretty hard, bro.
100%.
I have to kind of lean into, these are my people.
These are my people. I go Bryan, but they don't. They're like, yeah, we can see you. This is in the radio. I
tell them to introduce me as Cody on those shows specifically. Like, let's white this up even more. You know?
Introduce me as Richard William Bryan, please.
That's what I write down on job applications.
No, you're goddamn right.
So, how long have you actually been You've lived in Denver your whole life, or did you move around?
I lived in Idaho for 3 months when I was younger, but I've lived here.
Yeah. So, I mean, the area that you grew up in, was it like did you grow up in like downtown Denver? Or was that
no? I was born in Inglewood. Lived in Inglewood, Littleton, Sheridan is more of the high school area. It had been Littleton and Sheridan between my mom and my dad. So I was always like south of Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing comedy now?
14 years. Man.
That's a long ass time, dude. But you were just telling me that like the way life's kind of worked out is, you know, you've got your kids and you've got your business that you own, but now like looking into the near future, you're going to have some more opportunities to like travel and tour around a little bit.
I guess I made a 10-year plan without really thinking about it. I told my wife, I said, if I do this right, I should be a headliner by the time these kids are doing their own goddamn thing.
Sure.
I'm a headliner, and these kids are doing their own damn thing.
Hey, that worked out okay.
So I am, I'm on schedule. Now, this business I've had as a handyman, just need to be able to, because I'm in demand. And it's hard to turn down work. Because it's like, well, that's money.
Yeah, of course.
You know? Yeah. And then I find myself working 7 days a week, going to comedy at night. I'm like, God damn it, I'm burning it at both ends.
It's a lot.
But I also want to have enough money to be able to go out there and not be homeless on the road, not have to sleep in a Motel 6,
right.
Be able to do the Hilton or a little bit something, have a nice comfortable time when I'm on the road.
Yeah, I know people that do it the other way.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just dive in, maybe without a little financial backup, and they just kind of rough it. And you can do it that way. That just wasn't always as appealing to me.
Man.
Because just through the nature of my job, like we were talking about before the show, I can work when I'm on the road. So even if I'm doing the entry level gigs in like a new town, I'm still not losing like
money is still coming in.
Yeah, I can still work a little bit and not worry as much about the costs, and that's been a huge relief. It's been a huge weight off my shoulders. It's why I've been able to
that's
go
brilliant.
on the road more.
That's
do more shit,
Mine's in demand. I'm a handyman.
Yeah,
I
so
have
if you're
to
not
be
working.
at the place.
Yeah.
Well, when I told you before the show started, I did Palm Harbor, Florida. I went to Florida for handyman work, not comedy.
Oh yeah.
I was building a deck and installing a hot tub for a guy, but he had lived here. He said he hired people to do shit for him there. He fired them, flew me out there to finish the job, and I Googled the nearest comedy club.
Oh really?
And I said, hey man, I'm gonna go take an Uber. And he's like, nah, take my truck.
Oh, for
and I was
real?
like, are you serious? He goes, I don't want to go to the club. He goes, go ahead. Yeah, I said, well, I might be a while. He goes, take it for the night. I don't give a shit. It's like, all right, dude, hell yeah. So I went out there and I just introduced myself, and they're like, we don't have new talent. We don't do guest spots. I'm like, well, how the hell do you get in here then? I said, I'm from Denver. And he goes, what are you doing here? I said, I've got a job. I Googled close comedy club. I said, here I am. We'll come back next week then, fine. And I was like, cool, I'll be here for a couple weeks, so I'll come back. Came back next Friday, brought the guy I was working for. God bless you. My wife had flown out. I had to fly a helper out. So I had the three of them, and then the guy I was working for invited a bunch of friends.
Yeah, so you already have like a crowd.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
not only can
I'm
you do a
from
great job.
Denver, and I brought people, and we get there, and he's like, who are you? I'm like, dude, I met you last week. You told me to come over and I could do 5 minutes. Oh, I forgot. I said, man, I got like 10 people that are here to see me. He goes, those people are here for you, these old people? I said, yeah, hell yeah, I brought the cast of cocoon.
Yeah,
and he goes, what did you just say? And I said, you heard me, I brought the cast of cocoon. He goes, I'm going to give you 5 minutes, because they were all old. This dude was an older dude. They lived in Dunedin, Florida. That's like an older community.
Yeah.
Down there, Clearwater.
It's your demo.
Beach. Yeah, all day.
Oh, yeah.
All day. These are my people.
Exclusively does nursing
They
homes.
loved me. When I called them the cast of cocoon on stage, they're like, what the fuck? All of them were like, fuck you, bunch of old people there. They loved it, dude. They loved it. He's like, I want you to come back Halloween weekend and headline.
That's dope.
I'm like, hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
So handyman work is what brought me there. I'll go anywhere. You need some tile work done, holler at your boy.
Yeah, no matter where you are. You can
Anywhere.
Nebraska, Texas, California, it don't matter.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But honestly, like you can make this work for you in a lot of ways, right? Like if you are a handyman, you're like, hey, I'm available for contract work, like while I'm in town or whatever.
100%.
Or set up contracts ahead of time, right?
Yeah.
And then schedule comedy gigs like on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
You can make it work for you. It might not always be like the most efficient, but you can figure out ways to make it like
Everybody needs a handyman no matter where you live.
correct. I might have you fix a couple things before you leave, if I'm going to be honest.
I got you.
That's right.
I ain't lying. The truck's parked outside. I got all the tools I need right outside with me at all times.
Yeah, dude. You gotta be ready. Now, when you started comedy, like, was the intention always? Was it just for fun? Like, did you just kind of want to? Like, what was like? Because you're a great storyteller. Like, you're really great at. I think being a presence on stage, and then also kind of guiding people along, like whatever journey you want to go, like you want to take them to. Like, what was it that like kind of was it just for fun? Was there an intention behind it? Like, you wanted to be a professional comedian, or what was the deal?
I was dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had cancer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was 30 and I had testicular cancer, and I freaked out.
So do you have both your balls
a
now?
little. No, man, they took one ball. Though.
One?
I've been
Like,
one
you got
ball.
one. I'm happy about
I've
that.
only had a one ball since you've known me, motherfucker.
You know, we learn new things about each other all the time. I always thought you walked with a lead.
Bitch, I don't walk with a lean. That shit's centered out right there in the middle. Bam, like a pendulum. It just swings. Fuck you.
Naturally gravitates towards the middle.
Yes. After a while, it did. 100%. Yes, when I was 30, that happened.
Okay.
I'm 45. So, how long you been doing comedy?
6 years.
Oh, yeah. So,
Yeah, so
It's been nice and centered out by the time I met you.
So, and the idea was like, hey, was it for real? Like, I don't know how much time I have left. Or I've wasted too much time.
Both.
And I want to do some shit.
100% both. I was like, I don't know what we're doing here. Yeah. And for sure, I don't know how much time I got going on. Mm-hmm. But I fucked up so much when I was young.
Oh yeah, I mean that's most of this.
So that's how we met. That's how we got on this shit. How stupid I was.
Yeah, but
it was as a juvenile.
Yeah.
So I was locked up from like 14 sporadically to 18, and then jail to about 21, and then prison.
Yeah, it's like so. How many years like collectively would you say like you were like behind bars?
5.
Okay.
Because I did 1 solid in prison, and then, well, no, I was in that group home for 2 years. Yeah, no, 5. Collective, because they're going for like a month or week or 2 weeks or whatever like that. So yeah, about 5 years collective.
And was it mostly like what was home situation like? Were both your parents home?
Nah,
like,
my dad didn't give a shit. He didn't want to raise kids.
Yeah,
he's the Mexican.
You heard of him, bro?
My mom was the white one. She tried to take me away from all that and whiten me up as much as she could. Change my name to Richard William Bryan.
Oh, that's for real?
From Richard Anthony Romero, man. Yeah.
So it's not even an alias. That's
it's 100. Those are my names. Yeah, 100%. And I think I was resentful because I felt like she was just keeping me from him because she was mean. But little I found out he was not. He wasn't a dick, but he didn't want to be a father. Mm-hmm. Like my friends love him. Your dad's the coolest. Yeah, because he was doing drugs with us and getting us loaded. But that was my dad.
He's a buddy. Like he's the kind of guy you might want to hang out with.
Yeah,
like if you just met him
yes.
At a pool
He
hall
wanted
or
me
bar.
To be his buddy.
Yeah.
He didn't want me to be his son. He wanted me to be his buddy.
And do you think a lot of the shit came from like rebelling or because you didn't have like structure?
Both.
Okay.
My mom was looking for love wherever she can go and bouncing from dude to dude, and here I am. My sister, I guess half brother.
Okay.
It's my little brother, but different dads.
Sure.
And we'd go to babysitters and shit. I was resentful. I was hateful.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Just all shitty. I was a shitty kid.
Of course. I mean, mostly was it stuff that, and we'll get into your story in a little bit, but like, was it a lot of things where it was mostly just pranky, like vandalism kind of stuff?
Oh, what started the journey?
Yeah.
Hide and seek in a fucking abandoned building.
Yeah, that'll do it. That seems innocent enough.
2nd-degree burglary, fucking trespassing,
Really?
all the bullshit, vandalism, and we didn't vandalize, but we got there was mud on the carpet, and it was new carpet. So, and it wasn't us going around, mud. It was us running around the house and like
playing hide and seek, kids,
100%, dude. But we were in 9th grade.
Yeah.
I mean, was it maybe 8th grade? Well, I guess it was 8th grade. No, it was freshman. We were freshmen.
I'm gonna go ahead and say pretty easy to find everybody playing hide and seek if there's mud tracks leading to all the hiding spots.
It wasn't that bad. No, there were.
Like,
I think you know what?
Bad at this.
No, it was a little bit of mud. It wasn't tracked throughout the house crazy, but they did.
But they nailed you for like the
100%.
Full extent of what it could be.
And because there was no cell phones, this is back in the 1900s, and
using a quill and old parchment paper to write up court cases.
Pagers, beep, 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 and nobody had a phone to call nobody.
Yeah,
motherfuckers. So they got a hold of the other 2 guys' parents. They couldn't get a hold of mine. Mm-hmm. By 6 o'clock, they shipped me over to the juvenile center.
Shit.
That started everything. That started everything.
It started everything, but then what do you think kind of like kept it up? Like there was, because I was always also really bad about learning a lesson. I was not good at it. Like I would suffer the consequences for whatever I did, and then I'd be right back out. Just
me too.
Misbehaving, just because. I don't know. I think for me, it was definitely like attention seeking. Like, I grew up in a super conservative religious family. I did not like the rules that were put in place. I always had huge problems with authority when I was a kid.
Me too.
I didn't like people telling me what to do.
But you look like you, and I look like me. That's why you got off all right, and I went to juvenile hall.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm totally grateful.
Same.
My dad worked for local government. I've said that sentence enough times in my life. So,
how nice for you.
I know.
I believe that's that white privilege we talk about.
I don't take it for granted, Dad. It was Shane. Have you seen Shane Gillis's like special that he taped down in Austin?
I think so.
Well, he just has the thing about like, you know, it's kind of a shame if you don't use it.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Like it's like I can acknowledge that I have it, but it's
Oh,
just,
I've been trying. Richard William Bryan, yes, thank you. They're like, shave the mustache. No, fuck you.
Oh yeah, man. Well, we'll get into a few more of your stories in a minute. Right now, let's get into some dumb crimes.
All these people
I found on the internet this week. So I'll just read the headline, and then tell me what you think about it.
There's an endless stream of these idiots. Just an endless stream.
I told you before we started, like, I have basically one reference that I use to connect all of these, and I never have to worry about new ones.
100%.
Worry about new shit.
Type in Florida and you're set forever.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's a combination of things, right? It's like how you were brought up, it's poverty level, it's influences from your peers, like those sorts of things.
It's your mind frame, man. I didn't have to be a dick. I didn't. I could have been cool about things, but I'm like, fuck yeah, fucking. When I found out I could say fuck you.
Oh, right. It's like a superpower. Yeah. You can't put that back in the bottle.
Fuck you. I'm like, oh, and then now my kids, yeah, they learned that, and I'm like, what'd you fucking say?
How do you
bust your ass.
Actually, before we get into that, because I'm thinking about it, like, what approach did you have, like, with your own kids? Like, was
the
it
wrong approach?
Yeah, well, tell me. Like, talk to
like my dad. I would get mean. I wanted to be I'm the biggest, baddest, loudest one. And then they just got bigger and louder, and it didn't go nowhere. And next thing you know, you're standing off with your fucking kid. And who wins?
Like, what are we doing here?
Who wins? Who wins here? I beat the shit out of you. I feel good about it.
No.
So you're my child. I'm
rare.
the one that's supposed to be taking care of you, and now here I am ready to destroy you.
Yeah.
This is stupid.
Yeah.
And do you really want to hurt me? What's your next move after this? We don't want to see each other no more. It goes to shit. Like, there's no beating your kids. When I say beat your kid, it's be frustrated with life. Like, you can't just beat anybody.
No.
But you have every reason to want to kill these goddamn people. Like, fuck you, man. But then growing up, you know, I was hit. Like, bam, what'd you just get hit, man? Like, my dad was mean because he was around till I was 7, maybe. Or was it 6? Somewhere around there. So, yeah, I remember him smacking. And then when I came back at 15, I mean, yeah, he knocked the shit out of me.
Did there was a turning point?
He was a fighter, man. No, no.
There was never a turning point?
No, my dad was a mean man.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a fighter, a bar fighter.
Yeah.
They called him Bear.
So he's got that angry
dude. He was shorter than me and just huge. They called him Bear. That was his nickname. Yeah, he was a brawler. And so, no, there was never going to be a moment in life where, unless I became a Muay Thai fighter or something. And even then, like, I've watched him fight some of the biggest I watched him fight people. I met some of the biggest people I ever met in my life. I'm like, yeah, I remember your dad, me and him got in a fight. And we met. I'm like, what the fuck? Did you beat his ass? No, man, he fucking something. Like, oh.
God. At least he could admit it. Yeah, at least they're like, oh, hell no, dude, I got my ass kicked.
I'm like, well, I held my own over all these years, you pussy. Man, this dude's like a gorilla, just like fucking huge. He's dead now, but he was like one of the sweetest men. Like when my daughter was born, he cried in the bar.
I thought you were going to say he beat her up too.
Oh, my dad with my kids? He loved them. He didn't. Nothing. No, yeah, they couldn't do no wrong.
Yeah, he took it all out on you.
Yeah.
Grandkids are the ones that get all the love.
He died at 50, so...
But you learned all of his techniques over the years, so he might be able to take out a guy that's like way bigger. But you learn.
I've handled my own over the years.
Like
yes.
you learn, he's like, all right, I know he usually does a hook after.
I think when you can take a hit is half the battle.
Right.
And he fucking hit me like not just like hit me like a man, and I was a fragile little shit. I mean, dude, people look at me, they can see it in my face.
Yeah.
But I'm nowhere near built like he was. Not at all. Not at all. He was just. He looked like a Samoan, like a big old fucking, almost like an Alaskan person.
Like
he was fucking like a bear. He looked like a fucking bear. It fit him 100%.
All right, so I'm gonna read a headline. Just tell me what you think. First impression.
Yeah, sure.
So, a woman, 78 years old, charged with bank robbery for the 3rd time.
Yep.
Did you see that shit?
I reported on this bitch. I told you I do the don't be dumb news.
Yeah.
This was one of mine. I was like, yeah, this bitch is at it again.
Insane. Like, also, if you're just like, I can't tell, is she good at it or not?
Well, no, because she's been busted. I think it was 77 was like the first time. Mm-hmm. And I think they said she was all loaded this time. But hold on. She did rob the bank.
Yeah.
Because it said,
if
I'm remembering this right, 3,000, was it only 3,000 or 300,000? But small bills.
Yeah. 13,000.
Okay, it was only 13?
13,000
small bills.
Yeah.
Okay.
Singles.
George Washington. Right, little ones. And I'm like, well, this is ridiculous. And I kept reading, and I'm like, oh shit, the bitch did. They gave it to her because it says that they found her a couple miles down the road. I'm like, oh, that means they did go through the fucking getting her all these small bills, $13,000, and then she got out there.
Also very sweet that she wrote a note that said demanded 13,000 small bills and added, thank you, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
I didn't mean to scare you. That's what caught my attention. I was like, oh, little granny, I didn't mean to scare you, baby.
This is just something, she clearly just enjoys this.
I think, hippie man, John Novosad, he said, sounds like it's a retirement plan.
Yeah, for real.
Like she might not have nothing going on at 78 because you're getting, she got away with, she robbed the bank. She went out of the goddamn bank. So I guess it's not armed robbery, but it's still bank robbery.
Yeah.
And I do believe that holds like 10 plus years in prison. And she's at 78. Like, I think this is her retirement plan.
But you think okay, so it says that she was charged. So, there was prosecution, right? But for the third time, how many times did she get away with it?
Oh, no. If that's strike 3.
Yeah.
Then that means she's done.
Yeah, but did she get away with more than she actually got caught?
Oh, for sure.
I think so.
Oh, 100%.
She's also just robbing little shit left and right.
Oh, I bet she was stealing all over the place. I bet she's gotten fucking Walmart for tons and tons of shit, dude. My ex-wife's grandma would steal.
Yeah.
Nah, it was wild, dude.
But
we go into Walmart, and my wife's
grab?
like, get away from my grandma. Everything.
She's gonna draw
whatever
attention.
this bitch could grab, like she'd put it in with her thighs and walk out. I was like, this is wild. She's old, very old lady, and
honestly, one of the best places right up your cooter.
No, I'm talking like a fucking blender.
A blender,
dude.
No, that could get dicey.
No, like holding it in her legs and walking out.
Just
type
waddling
shit.
out of there,
dude. Not even. She did not look like she was waddling no, I think because she always had a little bit of a limp or a waddle. You did it,
to her.
dude. I was like, this old lady. She popped out a blender, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? Just walked up to the truck and just fucking. I was like, "Are you kidding me? No way!" And we went to KFC. She fucking lined her bag, emptied her purse out, and put plastic bags in there.
Yeah.
And just loaded because they had like all you could eat KFC in Missouri. This was in Joplin, Missouri.
She paid for the buffet, or did she not even pay for the buffet?
Nah, she did. She paid because she told us that. She's like, it's all we can eat. I'm like, nah, bitch, it's all you can eat here. Goddamn it. She's like, where does it say that? Show me where it says I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm like, you love this shit.
That's a good workaround.
You love it. I don't remember an all you can eat KFC here ever.
No, I don't remember.
Because I was like, y'all, you can eat. Goddamn, y'all crazy out here. It's like, fuck yeah. We went down there. You can't eat that much. That's why they do all you can eat. You can't. Yeah. Nobody gets down on like a few pieces. You're like, I'm done.
I can't even go to like the Brazilian steakhouses or whatever where they like it's all you can eat like meat and steak.
Yeah, you're getting.
I can't.
No,
I can't do it. Like,
give me a plate, fucker, because you know I'm not eating more than 2 plates. You know,
bringing a couple Ziploc bags. I'm taking a page out of your grandma's book.
There you go. Not my grandma. That old bitch. She was crazy.
Another interesting detail about this is you remember the woman's name?
Was it Bunny or something?
It's a great name. No. Bonnie Gooch.
Bonnie Gooch. Bonnie Gooch.
It's a great
I'm surprised
name.
how much I can remember this shit. I can't rember nothing. I got my kid's name tattooed on my arms. I can't remember shit. But Bonnie Gooch, I remember you 78-year-old bitch.
Also a great heist name, huh?
Dude, I thought so too.
You working with the Gooch crew?
Yeah. Me and the Gooch gonna knock over this bank real quick. It does sound gangster.
Yeah, it's pretty gangster.
But I don't think she looked all fucked up. Like, didn't they have a mugshot of her?
Not in this article.
Not that one. Okay, that was a different one I saw then.
But I do props to her. I mean, I would never. I would never even have the gall to rob a bank. Like, I
would have been a bank robber back
in so?
the oh goddamn in the Wild West before all this bullshit.
Right. Way back when.
You're damn right.
I don't think I would have.
I would have.
I think I would have been like.
Oh, I'd have been worse than what I was.
You know, I would have been somebody that.
Well, that's half the bat. Yeah, that's half of it.
We would have been probably working on opposite sides.
That's half of it.
Yeah.
You can't just be fucking everybody there. You got to be like, all right.
Yeah.
Nobody move. Everybody be cool about this because I ain't trying to go down like this. You're not trying to go out like this, but I will bust a cap in that ass.
I think if we were going to be working in tandem, I think I'd be the sweet talker that people are like, oh my god, this guy's so handsome. Let's pay attention to him.
There
throw
you go.
A couple card tricks out there. Maybe throw a few laughs in the mix, and then Rick's just boots the door in.
Bam! We ain't got time for this shit. We got to go.
Oh, come on, man. We were just hitting it off.
They're going to be here in 10, motherfucker.
That's great. Woman. All right, next one. Woman gets 4 felonies for driving with kids on the roof of her car. That's some country ass shit, dude.
Yeah, it has to be in the country.
It's the Ozarks.
Yes.
It's the Ozarks
See,
first.
Missouri. Isn't that Missouri still? See, I'm telling you, man. Though they were wild down there, dog.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's wild. I mean, I've heard of
But
people
that
like,
was normal back when I was young. We
Well,
go to
in
the
the back of the
drive-in.
car,
Nah,
right?
man, we go to the drive-in and shit. They put us up on the when we going in, not down the highway.
Yeah,
No,
I'm saying,
yeah,
when you're in the
Nah,
fucking.
there'd be like a line of cars waiting to get in the drive-in. They're like, go ahead, pop up there, and then we'd pull into the drive.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, not
That's
coming,
reasonable,
not
yes.
down 285.
Not
Like,
down the fucking
hang
highway."
on, kids.
Yeah.
But we were in the back of the truck.
It would be funnier if this was like she ran like a daycare center, and this was like, I'm bringing all the kids out for ice cream,
Dude,
I'm taking them all out.
If she was a daycare, that's hilarious. That is hilarious.
4 felonies after driving through a gas station parking lot with 3 children on top of the vehicle.
Okay, see now, did they just go through that parking lot? Like I'm talking about
That's
going
treacherous.
into the, but you're going into like, did they hop in? Are they in the in the parking lot? Hopped up there, drove across the parking lot type shit.
Probably, yeah. I think
See what I'm saying? Like that same as what we were doing when you go into the drive-in, just right there, nice and slow.
So, according to a police report, sometime between 1 and 3 a.m.
Nah, fuck no. Fucking don't be dumb. Never mind. Never
The
mind.
driver was seen drive through a parking lot on top, and 2 of them fell.
Oh hell no! Ooh, these are kids.
Yeah,
They're all
15
no. Somebody's loaded.
15. Oh, yes. Spivey admitted to drinking alcohol.
Yeah, man.
Well, there's no way this is a sober idea.
No, fuck no. Well, yeah, no.
This does seem like fun. It does seem like something we would have done.
Well, we rode in the back of the trucks.
Yeah.
Down Federal, man. I remember flying down Federal 45 miles an hour. Hang on.
Well, we used to back when it snowed a lot back in upstate New York. We lived in like one of those like mega neighborhoods that you never had to get on like a main road and you could still drive around quite a bit.
Okay.
And we would just tie a rope to like the back of somebody's car and just drag each other around on sleds.
What'd you call it?
Just sledding, like car sledding,
They did this in Idaho also, and I'd never fucking heard of
was it
this
called?
shit. Hooky bobbing.
That's some redneck shit.
Redneck. That's the whitest fucking shit I've ever heard. I said, "What did you say to me?" He goes, "You ain't never been hooky bobbing." I was like, "Dude, you can't say it like that. What are you talking about?"
Sounds bad.
He's like, "Yeah, ask anybody." And I was like, "I ain't asking nobody.
I
You're
didn't
gonna
say-
make me look dumb.
Yeah.
Fuck you." And then we go to school, and I was like, "Hey, man." Don't clown, because I don't know what's happening here, but y'all know about hooky bobbing? Oh, yeah, Rick, yeah,
we
been
love
to hooky bobbing? I was like, fuck, I thought I was being pranked.
We get
What
whipping
are you
around,
talking-
skirt, round
Dude,
turns.
they loved it. Yeah. You just grab a hold of the bumper and get
It's
it
fun.
down the road. Oh, but if you hit a fucking
Dude,
dry
somebody
spot.
hit a fucking mailbox
Bam!
one time. Like, you hit
No,
that
a
shit
dry
hard.
spot. Your
Oh,
feet
yeah.
just stop. Boom, and you hit it. We saw this one kid do that. I was like, nah, I ain't doing this shit no
That's
more.
why it's easy to make fun of these people, but like,
All
I would have
day.
been doing the exact same shit. If
Oh, I did it. We were 13. I was like, I'm fucking hooky bomb. This is wild. Slow down. Fuck.
Yeah,
But
who
you
cares?
can't hear the driver. You're just fucking getting it, man.
Yeah, bro. When we were under the age of 18, we're hanging out of fucking windows. We're pulling people in the
Oh,
back.
all day.
Like,
Stupid.
it's-
Like you're not going to die. That's why I have a joke about the kids. I'm like, so if they die, I go to prison? But yet they're trying to kill themselves every day. What kind of bullshit is this? And I can't beat them to stop them. This is fucked up.
That's
We're
what
in
I
a
say,
bad
this is
spot right now. God damn
An
it.
unjust system.
Oh, yes. You hooky bobbing.
Yeah. So you never did it.
I did.
Oh, you did. You did wind up doing
I
it.
loved it. And then I
fun.
saw that kid bite it. I was like, fuck no. Dude, his face is busted. Boom. He hit hard. But the guy was being a dick. It was it was like a 17-year-old driver was being a dick.
Oh,
and he
fuck.
boom and started just going, flying, and like a skateboard. Starts wobbling when
Yeah,
there's no
yeah.
fucking skateboard, and all of a sudden he hit a little bit of a dry patch, and boom.
As soon as you get the speed wobbles, you're dead.
It was wild. Yeah, with no skateboard. It's crazy to see. If I'd had my phone back in the day, it would have went viral.
Yeah,
there was
for
no
sure.
phones back then.
All the dumb
Goddamn
shit
it.
that we were doing, bro. Like,
Dude.
yeah, we would just we had like a camcorder, you know what I mean? With, like,
Yeah.
the mini DVs you
You had a
pop in
VCR
there.
on your fucking shoulder. Big old
Yeah.
VCR is what you had.
We would film that shit all the time. There was one. My mom kept this one for years. I don't even know if she still has it. But we got high at our house, and we were like, I lit my ass on fire right underneath a bunch of. My mom used to hang.
What do you mean you lit your ass?
I lit my ass on fire. We just torched the butt hair a little bit, and
What?
And then my mom used to keep potpourri all over the house, right? Like dried out flowers and shit. And there was some right above us. Total fire hazard, right? But they weren't expecting to have a fucking fire right there. The potpourri goes up in flames. You know? So we're all high as fuck. My ass is on fire. We're trying to put this shit out. And we recorded it.
I have questions.
Yeah.
Fuck you talking about, man? Okay, I grew up in group homes, right?
Yeah.
With dudes. So plenty of farts were lit.
Tons.
Flames were shot across the fucking room.
With the passing of
Saw it fucking reach right back up and burnt the shit out of JD's butthole. But what do you mean you just lit your ass? Were you lighting farts?
Hairspray. We were lighting there, yeah.
No.
The intention was to light the fart on fire, right? But we thought it would be bigger.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Add some napalm. It'll be great.
I'll tell you what, Rick, it got a lot bigger. It got way bigger than we all anticipated.
Oh, did you like burn your butthole? Like, was your butt fucked up?
It went out pretty quick because I threw my shirt down, and you covered it.
You're lucky because this hairspray it could have kept going.
I know.
Oh my god!
That's not. Yeah, so I would have totally driven on the top of a car.
Oh yeah, all day.
But we had it recorded on. We would do that shit all the time. We had that shit recorded on everything.
Well, how old are you?
34.
Okay, see, I'm 45, so you're a decade behind. All right, yeah. See, that was more recording going on. When I was young, nothing was being recorded like that. And Tom Green had a fucking show because nobody else was recording shit but him. You know?
Yeah, of course,
yeah.
Yeah, because ours was like when I was a teenager, that was peak Jackass days. You know, that was when it was really taking off. So
I was like when they just started and everybody was being warned, do not act like these assholes did.
Yeah,
This when NWA was in jail.
Right, and that's also when because we got into Jackass like even before that because we skated like from a pretty young age.
Yeah,
so
I used to too. That's what got
it. Like CKY and all that stuff, so it was like way before any of the Jackass shit really took off. So yeah, I don't know, man, it was just fun. We were just goofing off and we would get in trouble sometimes, but I just thought it's funny, like my mom kept the tape for like a long time.
Oh, that's awesome to have that footage. That's fucking great. That's great. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. All right, man, that'll do it for our dumb crimes of the week. So what story did you want to share with us today? I know you talked a little bit about you've been in and out of like juvie and prisons and stuff. You told a great story when you were on the show itself, but like, yeah, man, you've lived like a pretty wild life of crime. So I'm interested in hearing whatever
unfortunately,
you have to say that you're willing to share.
I mean, what do you want to know?
Like literally whatever you'd like to get into. I mean, so was your experience? Did you have anything that happened like in prison that was noteworthy? Like any run-ins or like any scuffles with people that like, or information that you think would be useful for people if they were to ever go to prison?
Don't go to prison.
Just don't do it.
Unless you're 70, you ain't got no retirement plan, then hell yeah, go to prison. Shit, rob a bank. Fuck it. If you rob a bank at 78 and get away with it, set for life. If you don't get away with it, go to prison. Set for life.
3 squares in a cot.
Dude, no problem. No
Every
problem.
day.
It's only the young people that really get raped. I don't think the old people really get raped. So at 78, that's retirement.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Unless you want it.
I mean, that's the only thing is if you have nothing when you're old, really, there's no prison's nice.
Yeah, and also think about like your bucket list, things that you've always wanted to do, right? You're like, I got nothing left going on.
The fucking bucket.
Like I might as well try.
Yeah, why not, man? And if you don't, hey, you got somewhere to be.
Yeah.
And somebody will take care of you.
Now, what was the thing that put you away for a year?
That was the story. The high-speed chase.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit because I know we talked about it a little on the live show. But
that was the story on the live show.
Yeah,
was
I know.
Going,
let's dive back into that because I know you kind of know some of the beats to that too. So you stole a car, right?
Fuck no.
No. Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. Remind me.
It was my old car. I was just loaded.
Yeah.
I was underage. I've been doing tile most of my life. The guy I was working with was older. Took me to the bar. We got loaded.
Yeah.
Fucking
just think
loaded.
of how good he is at tile now, people.
This was when I was fucking alone. No, not at all. Fuck no. Dude, we didn't eat. It was only like 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon. We started drinking like 2. Mm-hmm. And I was tired of going in and out of jail, man. And I got pulled over and I was like, fuck.
Well, what were you in jail for before that?
Every little thing. Just,
like what? Like stealing
I was
shit
in, no. I like to smoke weed.
Okay. Before it was legal?
Oh, I've been smoking weed since I was 13.
How much did it piss you? Did it piss you off when it got legalized?
Yes. I was selling weed. I was a drug dealer. I was doing well. I was selling weed to Dave Chappelle, motherfucker.
Really?
Yes. Yes. Deacon Gray was calling me for years. Then they went legal. I was like, no. That's why, didn't you hear me last night with my jokes?
No, I did.
Fucking weed goes legal. Shrooms are legal. Like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to support my family? No joke.
I think there was probably a touch of truth to that.
Got to go back to cocaine. What the fuck is this?
I know, yeah. And cocaine's a more dangerous business.
No, that's why I fix shit for a living.
Yeah.
Oh, that's from the blunt. It happens from time to time.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, so I mean, when you were selling, like, and it became legal, like, how long did it take for you to basically, for that to become, like, obsolete?
Like 3 years phase out, because I had my medical card.
Okay.
So I was still going to I was going to the dispensary like every day for 2 ounces. They're like, this fool, they know exactly what I'm doing with this shit.
Okay,
Boom,
so,
I push my, yes.
So you were using the med card to buy it.
You're goddamn right. $10 grams.
Because they didn't have
Hell no, nobody else lost a ball. Fuck it, I'm going to profit off this shit.
That's a hustle.
You're damn right.
Damn, dude. So when you stopped, like, so you were, did you ever go to jail for selling?
No.
Okay, just possession?
Mm-mm. Yeah, I had possession charges. Yeah, a few possession charges throughout the years.
Yeah, and what are your thoughts? I mean,
but probation, when you fail a drug test, that's it. You go back.
Yeah.
And I wasn't trying. Not even trying.
You weren't even trying to be good about it?
As soon as they let me out, I got weed smuggled to me inside juvenile hall.
For real?
Yeah.
Were you selling it in juvie?
Yeah.
Nice.
My buddies, fuck it, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
My buddies brought me a coat because I love, like you said, I do bad whenever I get a chance. You turn your back, fuck it, I'm doing something.
Yeah, right. You give
and I'm not like I wasn't trying to beat people up or hurt people or really rob or steal. I mean, I was bad at stealing. Well, I don't want to know.
Rick, did you take that? You go, no.
Right.
No poker face whatsoever.
No, I get mad like, no, what are you doing? I'm a thief. What the fuck's up? I get all defensive all of a sudden.
I get no poker face, so you can tell right away. Rick's
things have changed. Things have changed. Oh, shit, we play some poker now. I am very, very good.
Okay.
But, yeah, back then, I get nervous. Like, it's not mine. Mm-hmm. And I still have that. Fuck no. I'll earn the money. I'm busting my ass. I'm a handyman. I know these guys have more money. I'm not stealing from people.
Sure.
Fuck
no, I get that.
Shit.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was kind of the same way.
Goddamn 2020 hit. I'm in Home Depot every day with a mask. I'm like, I could just be robbing this place all day if I wanted. This is crazy. What is happening right now, man? But no, still, here. I'll wait.
Keep it above.
I'll wait in this line of fucking 50 million people that are supposed to be staying at home right now. No problem.
Yeah.
And I watch people just come in and out of places just stealing. I'm like, this is crazy. I watched a lady buy a crack pipe today with the credit card. I'm like, this is crazy.
What?
Well, I guess it's a debit card.
Okay, what?
At the gas station. Yeah. Well.
Oh, she bought a pipe.
A crack pipe, right? Just a cylinder for like meth or something. I was like, this bitch is all fucked up.
I mean, at least Denver knows its market. They sell oxygen canisters, crack pipes.
You can't breathe here when you're from other places.
No,
people are dying.
Especially if you're smoking crack. It's not good for your lungs, Rick.
Oh, no, don't mind up when I was a kid.
So you got done selling, and the weed was legalized. But then after that, like, you went back. You were in prison for like drinking. It was drinking and driving in essence, right? But being reckless behind the wheel.
No, it was first degree of
you jumped your car
over Kipling, man, because I was flying down not Bulls, King Carl, and Kipling has like a dip like that. Man, we caught air. I was like, oh my god! But I was in a 78 Thunderbird, so it just floated.
And were the cops following you at this point?
Yeah.
Oh no! So you
we were in a high speed chase. So yeah, he got out of the car, came up to the door, and I was like, "Fuck it!" So he had to run back to his car. Mm-hmm. So his testimony was, I ran 9 different red lights. He stopped at every single red light, made sure he was cautious, was not speeding, and I went up there. I said, "So I ran 9 different red lights and I was doing 90 miles an hour the whole time, and he was cautious and stopped at 9 different red lights and was obeying the speed limit of 35 miles an hour, and he kept up with me."
Yeah, that doesn't add up.
Bam, bam, bam. You answer the questions the way they're asked. I was like, you guys suck.
Yeah,
this is
bro.
not right. What's happening right now?
Yeah.
The cop got caught. I did wrong. all day.
Of course, yeah.
But he was clowned because I outran him in a 78 Thunderbird. And his fellow employers like, this kid fucking did it in this car, this big old fucking car. You got away, you pussy. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
So he's like, he resisted arrest. I did not. The officer who arrested me is like, no, he was on the ground. He was hands behind his head when we told him we're going to put the dogs in there on him. I was done. I was like, no, please don't let the dogs on him.
Yeah, I'm already in trouble.
Right.
Why are you embellishing
so
this?
That's the only thing that got me off of first degree assault on a police officer.
Oh, because
they say I tried to kill him with my car.
What?
He said I spun around and tried to run him down.
Yeah.
After my tire exploded. I was like, my tire exploded, and the car said, and we stopped. I went up to the fence and I jumped out and started fucking running. What are you talking about? I had no time to be turning around. That car said, boom, 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 boom. We were
dead. Ditch
done.
Boys, yeah.
Yeah. And my ID was sitting right there on the seat, face up. When the other guy because that other dude was in the car with me the whole time. That dude who was over 21. He was sitting there fucking screaming for his life because we were flying through red light. I'm like, shut the fuck up, pussy, I'm driving. And they're like, who's it? Who was that ran out? And he pointed to the ID. He's like, him. And the cops told me that. And then I saw him in the holding cell when we got to Jefferson County. And I was like, what the fuck? You snitched on me? He's like, fuck you. Your ID was sitting right there. And I was like, that's what the cop told me.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's what the cop told me, too. I was like, all right.
Yeah, because you can't you could potentially have used
it's my car.
My car got stolen.
It's my car. My ID's face up. I was like, this sucks. And I'm 1 block away from my house. I'm jumping. When I stopped, I started jumping the fences to get to my backyard.
Yeah.
And I still got away for like 4 hours after that. Because my stepdad helped me go. I mean, he's dead now. They can't do nothing to him. Fuck you.
Right.
And he helped me get over to my girlfriend's house, but they were 5 steps ahead of me. They already had her information. They were over there. They're chasing me. I was running through her house like
Ferris. They had your address. They're like, Rick,
Ferris Bueller, man. I'm running. Oh shit! I gotta go back to the. Oh, it was wild.
They're just sitting there like, oh, Rick, we've been waiting for you.
It was wild. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, and then I could hear people in the neighborhoods. There's somebody next to my house. I'm like, you fucking snitches.
Nobody's got your back.
This sucks.
Nobody's got your back.
Sucks.
That's shit. Man.
I was facing 10 to 32 years because of that first degree assault on a police officer.
Damn, bro.
10 to 32. They gave me 9. They gave me 9 years. I didn't get down to 1. Okay. I did 1. Went to boot camp. And then I did the boot camp. Sir, yes, sir. Straighten the fuck up. And they're like, all right, fine. You want to pretend? We put every time we lock you up, you're exemplary. You're just the perfect child. Fine. We're putting you back out there. 8 years probation with the 9 suspended.
Okay.
So if it's the last day of probation and you fuck up, you will go to prison for 9 years.
Fuck. So that's a turning point, right? Like you didn't go back for that. Like
you know where I was on the last day of probation?
Where? On a weed farm?
Arapahoe County. Arapahoe County jail for assault.
Oh yeah?
I fucked up on my last day.
The last day.
Just like
you literally couldn't have waited one more day.
Dude, my ex-wife got with this new dude. My son and daughter would only go over there on Sundays for 5 hours. Mm-hmm. She was a terrible mother. She's never been in their lives except that period of time for a couple years. My son claimed they were having sex while they were there. Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, he's like 5 or maybe 7. Okay. He's little. And I'm like, what? And I called her. I said, what the fuck's going on? Gage said you pull a curtain and have sex while they're there. You don't worry about my life. I said, bitch, when my kids are there, you fucking keep your legs closed, you know? This is bullshit.
Yeah, sure.
5 hours is all you have them for. This is done. Well, maybe they had an overnight at that time. I don't know.
Doesn't matter, right?
But then I guess it was her husband later on, said, I'll fuck anybody in front of anybody in time. I said, I'm going to come down there and fuck you now.
Jesus Christ.
And I was at the Comedy Works doing a set, and I'd had some drinks over there, and I said, I'm on my fucking way now.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
And I went down there. Dude, I went down there, fucking choked him out. But the only eyewitness was behind me, and he was a littler, skinnier dude. So my ex-wife said I had him in the air with 2 hands choking him, And the eyewitness is like, there's no way, because he was pushing her off of him while pushing him off. I had that little fucker off the air with one hand, choking the life out of him. I was choking the fucking life out of him. But she couldn't see me because it was behind me, so she could just see me doing this. She's like, no way he could have picked him. I had him up in the fucking air. I was like,
don't get me wrong,
motherfucker, I'll fuck you.
This motherfucker's levitating.
Dude. Yes, I was Chris Angel right there. I made him fucking float.
So how'd you get out of it?
I didn't. Oh, okay.
I just mean, like,
so I went to
you said
jail.
you were on probation.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I called my PO and I said, well, what happens? She goes, if you're found guilty, you go back to prison for 9 years and whatever this is. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I'm sure that you're feeling terrible, bro. That's got to feel awful.
The judge, it was like a cartoon. I could just see his head going around. I don't care if it's last day of probation. You get 9 years. I was like, oh my God, I did this. I can't believe I did this.
I would be panicking like crazy.
The report said that I went in, roughed him up, came inside their place, smacked her around, damaged things inside the apartment. I'm like, what?
All right, so it's already enacted.
I didn't go in. I stood outside. And then I looked at my lawyer and I said, hey, man, how would you feel if you were kicking it at 2 a.m. with your girl and her ex-husband comes in and starts fucking you up? You guys just going to go to bed after that? Are you going to be pissed off and throw a temper tantrum in that house and maybe even smack her around a little bit? And he goes, hold on, I'll be right back. He goes into the room. He comes out and he goes, everything's been dismissed.
Whoa.
They won't provide him as a witness. They're hiding him for some reason. He had a warrant and he didn't want to go to jail for whatever he did wrong.
Hell yeah.
And dude, the twinkle in his eye when I said that, he goes, hold on. I was like, oh yeah.
Dude,
you listened to me.
Yeah,
you
that's amazing.
Fucking listen, because nobody listens when you're in the fucking system, man. And yeah, it was instant. He goes, everything's been dropped. You're good to go.
That's
I was like,
dope.
God, thank you, God. Called my PO and she goes, oh my God, thank God.
I mean, thank God you were thinking too. You know what I mean?
I was like, what the fuck? I didn't do these things. I didn't fucking hurt her, but I was going to kill him. You know what I'm saying?
But unfortunately, it seems like there's plenty of cases, you know, I'm sure that where like, hey, that didn't happen. That didn't happen that way. You know, and unless somebody's there to vouch for you or corroborate the evidence, like, that's what was reported.
100%.
So that's the way it was written down.
That's what would happen with the officer. He would lie, and it's like, well, that's not what happened. Doesn't matter. It's what's happening now.
Yeah, fuck.
I hate the system, man. I haven't gone back and got my ex. I'm going to put this one down for a second.
Yeah.
Sorry, people. I ain't trying to claim.
You're fine. You're fine, bro.
I haven't gone back and gotten child support from my ex because I hate the court system. Mm-hmm. She owes me 17 years.
Damn, but it's better to just like leave it alone.
No,
like, at this point, or no?
Oh no.
Okay,
that's my retirement plan.
And it all comes back around. You ain't gotta rob. You gotta rob no bank, bro.
You heard me. I'm gonna get my money. You know you done fucked up, don't you?
Just wait for the right time.
I raised these kids.
Yeah.
I listened to Will Smith's book, audiobook. I listened to it. And he said at 27, his mom sued his dad for all the back child support that she was granted. And he's already 27 years old. And the dad raised them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But because it was already court ordered that's what he was to pay, no matter where the kids were living, it stuck.
Fuck, yeah.
I have paperwork that says she owes me. It was like a bare minimum of like $150 for 2 fucking kids, dog.
2 kids for 17 years.
Well, no. It adds up. Right. At the time, I'm like, what is this, pennies? And now I'm like, oh, those pennies have added up over this time. So I have the paperwork. I just still haven't gone back. But after hearing that, because what happened was, it was like $270,000 that Will Smith's dad owed the mom.
Okay.
And she goes, you do not help him, Will, because Will's doing it. He's 27. He's fucking already doing fine. Yeah. And of course, Will gave his dad the money to give to the mom. As soon as she found out that Will gave it to him, she fucking gives it back to Will. They're the only people to fucking do. Will paid his own child support just to be given back to his mom. Nobody ever in history, I guess, has ever had this case.
Just following a circle.
Yes. So when I heard that, I was like, I'm going to get this bitch for the child support. She didn't help me, man.
Yeah.
And she was a cunt. You know what I'm saying? She fucked me over and left me with 2 kids. Nah, man. Nah,
Yeah.
she owes me.
Yeah, I was going to say, so it's like time to pay up.
Yes.
I mean, who would have thought Will Smith's actually giving out good advice these
Dude,
days?
after he slapped the shit out of Chris Rock, he gave me life advice.
Gave me a
Yes.
blessing. Shit, dude.
I got to pay for this comedy travel somehow.
Yeah, bro, that's
It's
what's
going to
gonna-
be that bitch that pays the bills.
You're going to be getting your own Burt bus on.
God damn right. Let's hit the fucking theaters, bud.
All right, bro. Well, tell everybody. Thank you so much for joining the show.
Yeah.
Tell everybody where they can find you on social media, website,
Rick
whatever.
Bryan Comedy. Wherever you at. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, with TikTok, among all of it. Rick Bryan Comedy. BRYAN. Put a .com, find my website. It's as simple as that.
Hell yeah, dude. And Rick's one of the funniest people you'll see in person. So if you do have an opportunity to go
Appreciate
check him out
that, we had a great show last night, man.
Yeah, man,
Both
it
of
was
us
a
had
good
great
time.
sets.
Everybody
We were both on that stage at the end of the night for who's the best set. So fuck yeah.
Bro. I always think it's funny, like with contest stuff too. I'm always like, yeah, if I win something, that's great. But otherwise, like, I don't really care. Like, it's just a matter. It's for. I'm just having fun.
Dude, I love performing.
Yeah, I love performing.
That's when you said at the beginning, did I get into this for like a hobby or something? Like, no, I love making people laugh.
It's fun.
And the fact that they give us a platform to do it. Mm-hmm. And because I was that kid that upset the classroom. I was that kid who had funny shit to say.
Same.
Now I'm not getting in trouble. Mm-hmm. That's why I got in. I looked at my wife and I said, I'm going to be a comedian.
Yeah. You were destined to be.
I don't know. Yeah, all day. Yeah, I was watching Saturday Night Live when I was 7. You know what I'm saying? Like I was watching it, not like it was on TV. I was into it. So yeah, man, I love this shit, bud.
Likewise.
I know. I see you.
Yeah,
we're out here doing it together, dog.
All right, bro. Thanks for joining this show. And got a couple quick announcements. Go to CoreyDavid.com for some upcoming tour dates. This episode will be out next week. So I'll be down in New Mexico running Interrogation True Crime, the live show at Santa Fe Improv on 420. Fuck yeah. And
So you're doing the live interrogation on 420?
yeah.
You got everybody booked for that show?
Yeah. It's down in
God
Santa
damn.
Fe.
Do you got everybody booked for that show?
I mean, you can come down.
I ain't got no goddamn. They pulled out on. I was supposed to be in New Mexico on 420.
Oh, were you?
And he pulled. He goes, "Oh yeah, I got to do 421." I'm like, "Dog, I'm on Brent Gill's show 421."
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't be moving the stuff around.
I was like, "Fuck yeah, I can't do it." So I was actually supposed to be in New Mexico on 420. That's funny.
Yeah. Well, we'll chat about it after the show. But
Hey,
so
right
we're
on.
doing Santa Fe Improv on Thursday. You can
Nice.
go to my website and grab tickets for that. Or if you're in Albuquerque, we're doing the show on Friday, 421 at Dry Heat Comedy Club
Hell
in
yeah.
Albuquerque.
Sarah.
And then it's a great club.
Oh, yeah, Sarah
excited about
Kennedy.
it. We've done that. We did the show down there in September, I think, somewhere right around there. Had a great time. We had a good turnout. So I'll be doing that, and then I'm headlining the shows Friday and Saturday, the late show Friday, and then the early show Saturday at Dry Heat as well. So
Good shit, man.
you can find all that stuff at my website. Follow at Interrogation True Crime. Like, review, subscribe to all this shit, just so we can boost the numbers. I can't thank everybody that's been listening enough, and we'll see you later.
Peace.